Hi guys, before we enter any workshop, we should first scan the QR code of e-logbook to state our purpose on why we're using the workshop.
We need to switch on the light before we use the workshop. First, we need to place our bag at the proper place. Next, make sure the first aid kit was provided so we can prevent any injury while doing a workshop.
So we need to open the roller shutter before we do the workshop.
Okay, so the purpose we open the roller shutter is to let the airflow in. So because when we doing the workshop, people tend to sweat a lot. Okay, so now I will explain about the safety attire for female students. So first you have to make sure that your scarf is tucked in, and then your sleeve must be buttoned, and your jacket also be closed, zips and then look at my feet. So you need to use the lab boots, and then that's it.
Now for the male attires. Firstly, the male should use the safety jacket, zip up the jacket and button up the sleeve. Next, must wear the safety shoes. Yeah, like this. And lastly, make sure for all students do not use any accessories.
Okay, so this is the machine that we use in this Lathe workshop, and this is all the tools that needed for this machine. Okay, so before we start using our machine here, we need to make sure everything is switched on, and to know that this machine is on, make sure this light is on, and then we can set up the speed that we needed for our workshop. And then before we start using this machine, please make sure this door is closed and we have this thing covering our face for safety. And don't forget to use your goggle for extra precaution. So after that, we can start this machine. And then this one right here is for the emergency stop. Alright.
So after we complete all of our work in this workshop, make sure to clean up everything afterward, and make sure we put back all the tools that we use and clean the whole area where we do our work.
Before we leave the workshop, make sure we close the roller shutter.
Hi, so now I'm going to talk about the problem of Factories and Machinery Act 1967. So, and I will talk about the solution too. So this thing has a lot of problems, which is it was too rigid, way too narrow, tiny penalties, overlapping laws, and top corporate bosses could easily shift blame down to site workers. And the most important one is the last one. I would like to talk about the solution, which is we can introduce direct executive liability, making company directors and CEOs personally responsible for safety failure. So that is it about the Factories and Machinery Act 1967.
Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, and also known as OSHA 1994. This act was introduced to ensure the safety, health, and welfare of employees and the workplace. It also protects others, people who may be affected by work activities. Under this act, employee must provide a safe working environment and safe equipment and also proper safety training. Employees, on the other hand, must follow all the safety rules and personal protective equipment. In conclusion, OSHA 1994 helped create a safety environment for all employees and employees.
Now I will explain about ISO 14001 Environment Management System. ISO 14001 is the international standard that help organizations manage their environment responsibility effectively. Its main goal is to reduce pollution, minimize waste, and improve the efficient use of resources. By implementing ISO 14001, companies can comply with the environment law, reduce environment impact, and continuously improve their environment performance. This standard also enhances a company's reputation by showing a commitment to protecting the environment and promoting sustainability. That's all for me.
So moving on to the next solution to effectively tackle the safety issues in our Lathe workshop. So we propose the implementation of MS 1722, which is the Malaysian Standard of Occupational Safety and Health Management Systems. Unlike general regulations, MS 1722 provides us with a structured and continual improvement framework. Our main solution here is refining the hierarchy process, specifically identifying hazards like flying metal debris, assessing the risk, and enforcing strict engineering controls. Furthermore, under this standard, systematic competency training must be mandated for every student before they operate the lathe.
So, we come to the end. To wrap this thing up, this case study proves a universal truth in engineering. Shortcut cut short your safety. In MEM 161, safety protocol and standard operating procedure are not there to slow you down, but they are there to protect your life and your livelihood. The machine torque will always win against your muscle grips, and a single moment of rushing can lead to a lifetime of regret. As future engineer, let's remember the ultimate takeaway from this incident. No project milestone, academic grade, or deadline is ever worth a finger or an eye. True engineering excellence doesn't just mean finishing the job, it means finishing the job safely. That's all from me, thank you.
Okay, that's the end for our case study for Lathe workshop, and thank you for listening our videos. That's it from us. Bye.